All right, everybody with me? Got a thumbs up? Thank you, John. All right, so what you're looking at right now is the EazyBot marketing application. And the marketing application today is hosted on a platform called Business Glue. I'll show you where to find that in just a moment, although you're not gonna go here, not gonna have to worry about finding it. It'll be a super simple process. But let me walk you through. There are 5 different tabs across the bottom. And let me walk you through kind of a high level overview. There will be a you can see how to use this app. There will be a video here for you guys that will walk you through the entire app. Let's start at the training tab. The training is the tab at the far bottom left. And so once you're on the training tab, and let me do something here real quick just so we don't get interrupted. All right. So when you're on the training app, welcome to EazyBot. Has a couple of things in here, and we'll add more as we get going, but there's the intro to EazyBot. That first one is the overview sizzle video. So if you hit start lesson, it'll actually play that overview.
Introducing EazyBot, the 100% free crypto trading software powered.
All right. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but we also have our story, and that also is a video that will play, and it'll just play the EazyBot story. Little fun beginning. Our story, who we are and why that matters. So what do we mean when we say crypto? All right, I know a lot of you guys have heard that story, but the story is there for you. So I want you to understand, and there'll be other videos by the time you guys get access to the application. It'll walk a person who's brand new to EazyBot through an understanding of who we are and how we got here. And then of course, we'll take them into a training that will also help them to understand how to use the app. So that's the first section on training. You'll notice that what I did to get out of this was at the very top where it says training detail, I hit the back arrow. And so that takes us back to the main training page. The next section, how to use this app. I'm not gonna go in here just yet because we're still loading that content. The last box, you have recorded presentation calls. We need to actually rename that, but it's got mostly our corporate calls. So what you'll find in here are the corporate calls, the special community calls that we do, like the Trading Insights call with Mohammed, and our business builder calls. So you won't find the presentation calls here. There will be a link here to our Vimeo channel, and so you'll find those on our Vimeo channel. But we do those multiple times throughout the week, so we don't want to load up our section here. With those calls, we want to make sure that the things that we do just periodically, corporate weekly updates and so forth, you'll find those here. So what's cool about that is it just means that it's very easy for you and your team members, particularly if they miss a call. So we know we'd love to have as many people on a call as possible. This morning, today, we have 126 people on our call, which means that the vast majority of our members, even our active builders, didn't make today's call. We know life happens, people have work, family, events, all of those kinds of things, but we want to make it easy for them to access the information. We want to make it easy for your team members to access the information. So all of those super important high-level calls are here. Everything else that we do, presentation calls and such, you're going to find those on our Vimeo channel, and right from here in our presentation call section, you'll find access to that. All right, so I'm going to skip over notifications because we don't have any in here yet, but let me just pause here for a moment and talk to you about why notifications are such a powerful tool. Because really there are a couple of major reasons why you're going to want to use this app and encourage all of your people to get it. And the number one of those reasons is our ability to stay in communication with you. And notifications, these are actually push notifications. If you guys don't know what a push notification is, it's one of those notifications that comes through on your cell phone. So if you are on Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp or any app for that matter, and you get a notification, that's called a push notification. And if you've had a cell phone for any period of time in the modern world, then you know that push notifications are a good way to get your attention. And we live in a world now where we're constantly picking up our phone, looking at our device because these push notifications are coming through. So the good news is that they have a pretty good rate of viewership. People look at their notifications. What that means then is that when we're doing a call like this, and you'll start to see that for those of you who are in the app, next week, Saturday, there'll be a push notification for this call. So you'll be able to you'll see the notification, you'll be able to join the call right from that push notification. The idea here, again, another reason why you want to get your people into the app, is that if you want them to be engaged, and if you're a business builder, you want them to be engaged with the information that's coming out from the company. So give us an opportunity to send those notifications. It's one other layer of communication that we'll have with you and your team members. All right, one other treat is we'll have some special opportunities for some of our leaders to use push notifications to your teams as well. So we're not going to jump there as we get started, but something to look forward to as we get going. All right, the next tab that we come across is leads. If you guys can see that at the very bottom, leads. All right, so leads, as you can see, I've got a couple of tests in there. So there are two things that happen in leads. The first is I'm going to take you to where it says pages and funnels. If you're ever in the app and you don't see it, just make sure you scroll down. It's always right here at the top. And so at pages and funnels, we can go in here, view and edit. So when you're in pages and funnels, this is where the shareable pages that you're going to send to your prospects can be found. The very first thing that you're going to want to do when you get to pages is you're going to hit the setup button. If you don't do that, then the shareable pages won't work for you. So it won't even let you send it. So make sure you hit the setup button. And in the setup button, you're going to enter 6 digits. Those 6 digits are your affiliate ID. Everybody has a 6-digit affiliate ID. If you want to get credit for the people that you're signing up and sharing or signing up by using this app, then you're going to want to make sure that this affiliate ID is accurate. All right, so put in your 6-digit affiliate ID, not the one on the screen. Your 6-digit affiliate ID goes right here, and then click update. That's it. That's the extent of all the setup that you have to do in order for this really powerful tool to work for you. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples of exactly what that means when we talk about how it works for you. Now, the first site that you see here, they're all listed to give you a good sense of what these funnels are designed for. The first one is the EazyBot website. It's a almost exact replica of the EazyBot website. So if you love the EazyBot website, there's lots of great information there. Links to the pricing page, even links to our help center. So if you want somebody to get a nice full view of the EazyBot presentation, but still be able to pull them into your funnel or into your leads, or sign them up from the EazyBot website page, that's available and an option for you. I'm going to jump into one of the other funnels, the EazyBot webinar funnel, and give that to you as an example. So what we're going to do is the arrow to the far right, you see that there are 4 of them that are pointing to the right. So we're going to hit the arrow. And when we do that, it's going to give us a pop-up that will allow us to choose how we'd like to send. And so I'm going to use Brave as a browser just to open it and show you guys a couple of things. All right, so what this just did was open this funnel, and there's a video that plays there. That's the 1-minute sizzle video. And so it just encourages somebody to get interested in what we're talking about here in EazyBot. So if they're interested, then their next step we're going to encourage them to do is to reserve their seat. And so if they want to reserve their seat to get more information about EazyBot, then they're going to fill out this form. So let's do that here. Let's do that here. Let's make that test app 2, and we need an email. And let's put in a phone number. All right. I've just submitted a lead, and guys, what you're going to see happen here in just a moment is you will, if I turn my notifications on in time, let's see if we got it. Let's see if we got that notification to come through before. So there's a notification that will come through on that lead that we just submitted. And I might have missed it because I had my notifications turned off. So we'll try it one more time, but let's go back to our system to see if it came through. There you go. So it came through. We didn't get the benefit of the notification. We'll do another one, but you can see that lead that I just submitted. So somebody landed on your website, on your funnel. They're interested in getting more information. And immediately, they're likely still watching the video. That person is right there. Now you've got their name, their email, their phone number. You know exactly which funnel they came through, and you have a status. And these are all editable fields. So maybe you decided let me call this person. Obviously, they're interested. They're right on the page right now. The best time to talk to a prospect is when? Immediately, when they're on the page, when they're looking at the information, when they're interested, when they're intrigued, when they are taking action in the direction you want them to go. Now is a great time to reach out to them, phone call, text message, email. So you can send them you can update their information. So let's say you've had a conversation with them and something is incorrect or you want to update it. You can do that from here. You can make a phone call by hitting the blue phone call icon. We can send a text message. There are a couple of pre-written text messages that you can populate. And there is, let's hit that and show you what that looks like. All right, so that's going to pull up the person's number and it is going to give you a pre-populated text message. Hey, just reaching out to let you know we've received your info. We'll get back to you soon. All right. All right, so let's go. The other option that we can do is we can show the email. We can show an email. I'm sorry, we can send an email. So the red button with the email icon is how you send an email. It'll populate whatever your default email handler is. It'll populate that for you. All right, and then finally, we've got a notes section. And if you decide that you would like to add some notes, oops, I think I hit the wrong button. Oh, I'm hitting it right. There we go. Notes. All right. So if you decide that you'd like to add some notes, you've just spoken to this prospect, they're on the site, they're excited, and you've reached out to them. And so now I want to save some notes. And so we're going to come in here and say test is excited, joining live call Monday. There we go. So now I've got some notes on this prospect. And if I want to see a history, all the different things that have happened with this prospect, I can see that an SMS was sent on the 4th. I can see when the prospect was created. So all of that information is there for you as well. Let's say, oops. All right. Sorry, I just plugged my phone in. Okay, so that's a lead that just came in from a funnel that we shared. All right, let's go back to pages and funnels. And now that I've got my notifications on, let's try a different one. So we have an opportunity seeker funnel. I'm going to open Brave again. And by the way, you can share this through text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, whatever shareable options come up for you, you can send in that manner. I'm opening them up so that you can see it in a browser. This is what the other person would end up seeing when they click your link. Now I'm going to bring your attention, if you look right at the very top of the browser in the address bar, you'll notice that there is a long address. I'm going to scroll all the way to the end. And what you'll notice is the number that we had in the field. Actually, it's right in here. It's not at the end on this funnel. So that 167585, that number is important. That's the number that we had in that setup field, if you guys remember that. So that's how the system knows who gets credit for whatever happens as a result of this action. All right, so we're on a different funnel now. We're one that's designed specifically for opportunity seekers. So the language is a little bit different. So if you're looking for sending a message to somebody who's, maybe they're kicking around looking for different opportunities in crypto, that they're, bouncing from different opportunities, this might be a great funnel for them. And so here again, there's actually two different calls to action here. There's one that says, yes, I want instant access. And at the bottom, if they wanted more information, yes, I want to learn more. So the yes, I want to learn more. Let's do that first. That is going to take them, let's do test app 2, and let's do test. All right, and they're not forced to submit a phone number. So there we go. We got an email and a name. Now, in this case, I'm going to go back one step, and we're going to go back to the same page and give you the other option. So let's say they were interested enough in what they've read here, and they want instant access. They just want to get started. So I click yes, I want instant access. Well, guess where it takes me? It takes that person. This is the prospect that you just sent this page to. They've got a little bit of a story on EazyBot. They've read it, they're interested. Just go ahead, it's a free account, let me get started. Guys, look at the address at the very top. So you remember the number in the setup field, 167585. That number comes across. So guess what's going to happen when this person now creates an account? What's the name of the sponsor? It's demo user. That's what we have set up here. So this is our demo account. If this was your account and you put in your affiliate ID, you're now about to sign up a new user. And it was just that simple. We went into the app, we found a funnel that we liked, we shared the story with them, they looked at the story, they hit the button, go ahead and give me that free account. Now they're getting ready to sign up for their free account. Who's excited? All right, awesome. Guys, let's go back. I didn't get the notification. It may be, let's see. Yeah, it did come through. Let me make sure.
Hey, David.
Hey.
Hey, I'm getting the push notifications. I believe, didn't you put your phone on Do Not Disturb earlier?
I did. So
you're not going to get the pushes. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I thought I took it off. But guys, you will get it. Thank you, V.
Yeah, no problem.
Guys, you will get a push notification. So you're not seeing that on my screen as we're doing the demo. But you actually will get a push notification, which is so cool. Again, push notification just alerts you, you have a new lead. And so if you're going about your business, maybe you sent a friend or a brother or cousin, grandma, you sent her a page to look at, and she didn't get to it for 2 or 3 days. Well, the minute they enter their information, you've got an alert that goes off so you can be responsive and you can reach out to them. Again, the speed to the lead is going to matter in your conversions. If you're able to talk to them while the tool has their interest, then you're going to have a better shot at converting them. The tool is really powerful, but it does require, or it will work better, I should say, if you have some level of responsibility and engagement in the process. So there's the other user that we just tested. I didn't realize my first one was test app 2 also. So there's the other one that we just did. You'll notice that the buttons for making a phone call and a text message are grayed out. Now, and they're grayed out in this case because I didn't enter a phone number when I entered this lead. So we don't have a phone number. We can't call and we can't text, but we can send an email because we did get their email address. I can see that the lead was generated from the opportunity seeker funnel. And if I speak to this prospect and I want to change their status, I can do that right here within the app. All right, guys, so you've got a sense of pages and funnels. That's where you're going to go, hit the setup button, and simply choose the funnel that you'd like to use. Get familiar with them, test them yourself. What happens, by the way, that you're not seeing here, that happens on the back end, is that this lead that just came in already has an email sitting in their inbox. So they've got a pathway to watching a full presentation, and they've got an email that is a follow-up email that's encouraging them to click to sign up to create a free account. So they've got an opportunity to create a free account while they're in the app, and the follow-up that's happening in emails is going to continue to go out to them day after day, encouraging them, giving them more information, more insight, more perspective, and encouraging them to sign up. And when they do, the experience will be just like what we saw a moment ago, where it's taking them to the sign up page that belongs to the affiliate who sent them the original link. Coach, I see you, and I'm going to come to you in just a second. Let me finish here so I don't lose my flow. I'm going to go to the next tab. So the next tab is referrals, and referrals are a place where, let's say you've been talking to somebody, or you've got a friend, you've been talking to them about EazyBot. They're ready to get signed up. You just want to send them directly to the sign up page. Well, here's where you'll do that, guys. You go to sign up page, and we're going to go to Brave again. And you'll notice that it takes me directly. All right, let's do this just so we know that it actually did work. Let's clear all of that out. Let's go back here. Let's open it up in Brave. All right, so we just opened it up from the referral section. So this, again, from referrals, you'll be able to send a direct link to somebody who wants to go directly to the sign up page. Again, you'll notice in the address bar, the affiliate ID is captured in there. All right, so this is, if you want to sign somebody directly up, you've got an opportunity to do that, pathway to do that from right within the app. What happens when they do sign up is you'll see them listed here under your referrals. Now, what's going to happen in the flow of how this works is, in some instances, you're going to have somebody that signs up, from one of your funnels or from any other path. Maybe they never even came through the app. Maybe you've talked to them through some other marketing means that you've got. Any method at all, what will happen is when somebody signs up for EazyBot using your referral ID, they will show up here in your list of referrals. That last piece is still getting dialed in, so I'm not in a position to test it for you guys today, but by the time you're in it, that feature will be functional. So that's an amazing feature. We've been talking about it for a while. It gives you access and visibility to all of your frontline, your direct referrals. Anybody that signs up using your affiliate, your referral link, whether you use the app to get them or not, they're going to show up right here. And as an example, we've got Coach Ken. Let me not show your number there, Coach. So we've got a referral. All of your referrals will have very similar information to what we got from the leads. The difference is that we will not be able to change any of the referral information. So you'll notice this is grayed out, and I cannot change the name, email, or phone number. But you do have access to call, text, and email them right from within the app as well. So this is going to be incredibly powerful for you guys. You'll see all your frontline referrals right there for you. I'm not going to jump into accounts today. There's nothing particularly important or interesting there. The meat and potatoes of what you're going to use the app for are what we just went through. And so I want to give you guys a high level overview. We'll come back. We'll do an in-depth training. I'll actually have the owner of the platform who's helped us put all of this together and has worked with a number of other major network marketing organizations. We'll do a special training for us. We'll announce that. Obviously, you guys are going to want to participate. I want to give you enough information that you understand what's possible, what's capable. You can see that the functionality is there. And so I'm going to pause for just a second and let me get Coach to come on in with your question.
Wow, this is powerful, David. This is going to be such a blessing to everybody. Guys, it's free. All right. Show me a MLM company, referral marketing company that offers something like this for free. This is amazing. The question I had, you might have just answered it, but I just wanted clarification on it. And that is for those that have already built teams and they've already got a substantial front line. Did you just say that this will automatically populate that front line? Yeah, good question. You're a little bit ahead of me, but I'll go there right now. So okay. Here's what we decided to do. So we're going to do this release in phases, and we've talked. If you guys have been with us on this journey for a while, you've heard us talk a number of times about the beauty and the challenge of being a company in startup and growing at an astronomical pace. And so we have over 32,000 users. And what we don't want to do is there's two things that we're concerned about. We don't want to overwhelm the system and the process by putting 32,000 users into the system at once. The other thing is that we know that not all 32,000 users are engaged. And part of that engagement will improve when you guys in the field that are building businesses have access to your front line. So this tool will help increase and improve that engagement. So what we're going to do initially is those of you who are ready to get started testing the app, we don't have access for you just yet today, but between today and Monday, I'm going to collect your emails, get you signed up for our early access. So you guys will be able to get into the system early. You're not going to see any existing leads or any of that data in the system yet. What we will do, let me stop my share here. So I'll come back in if you guys want to see some more. Let me talk to you. So here's what we will do. Let's go back to my agenda here. So let's talk about the early, let's talk about app release notes. Let me skip early release sign up and let's go to app release notes, which is really kind of talking to you guys about what to expect during the app release. So what will happen is you all are going to get access to the platform. Anybody that you sign up will show up in your referrals. And what happens to all the people that you've already signed up? Well, what we're going to do is on the dashboard of EazyBot itself, there'll be a link from the dashboard that will encourage a new user or a user to get started with the marketing app. And when they click that link will be your link into the marketing app. So every one of you has a specific link into the marketing app. We're automatically coding it so that the link on the dashboard
will link that user back to you. So what we want to do here is we want the users that are engaged, that are logging into EazyBot, that are actively using the platform. We want those users first to be able to come into the system. So the first rollout is those of you who are getting easy access. Second phase of rollout is going to be users who are actively engaged, who are at least dialing in to EazyBot and have raised their hand. I'm interested. I want the app. What that gives us is the best possible audience for the app. We know that there are users that are engaged and are interested, that want to use it. And so that gives us an opportunity to get some feedback and to understand if there are any issues that we can improve upon before we make the attempt at bringing 32,000 plus people into an app. One of the things that we're concerned about is there are many of you, for example, somebody, I forget who it was, I apologize, but one of you guys said you have 51 active directs. I know that we have people that have, you know, hundreds of directly sponsored users. And so if you've got, you know, 150, couple hundred users and they're not engaged, then maybe that's not necessarily the best experience in app. So we want to make sure that the experience is a great one. And we'll decide whether it makes sense to bring everybody in. We'll talk about that here before we make a decision one way or another. But the very first phase of this will allow users to self-select. So that's kind of my long answer of saying anticipate the way that everybody else is getting in here is through a link on the dashboard. Now, as we get into a full-blown incorporation of the marketing app into our process, what will happen is when a user signs up, our entire onboarding flow is getting updated and modified. So our onboarding flow is what happens when a user signs up. Right now, not a whole lot happens, and we're aware that we have some opportunities to improve that. So that's in the works. So our onboarding flow will change such that when a new user signs up, they'll actually, you guys may have already seen on the EazyBot dashboard where we've got a link that says, click here to get started, or something similar to that language. So we'll take that and expand upon it. What that link does right now, it's right below the video. That link takes the user to the getting started section of the knowledge base. But what we'll do in the near future is there's an entire onboarding flow that will take them to make a decision what exchange they want to use, and then take them down a path that's appropriate for them. And then the last step in that onboarding flow is going to ask them to download the app. And again, when they do that, you'll see it show up as in your list of referrals. They'll have their own nice, shiny, brand new marketing app. So nice, clean system. Obviously, we want to test that with a group. So you guys will be part of our onboard, our initial test group. And within the next week to 2 weeks, we'll have everybody with full access through that onboarding flow that I just